With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw his car. It's caught by OBJ. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field.
And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Carr. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Carr. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's out quickly to Chase. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down is Carr. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake, Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 7. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
But that's caught at the 25.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
You getting me with them cheese plays, man. That's mutt play.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On play action, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Carr. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, nice move. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it Eddie would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. Fights loose. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, complete to Chase. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Jet sweep, Carr bats it forward. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man open, it's Chase. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Carr. This is the tight end, Njoku. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Breaks a tackle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Browns 14. Sam Sloman sets to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, you said
You hitting me with them fucking cheese plays, nigga.
20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are right back in this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Carr now to throw. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. run for Nick Chubb. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Baltimore, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town.